Hey there YouTube, this is PS Vitality, covering everything PS Vita related. I just made this channel, and I'm kind of making this right smack dab in the middle of a lot of good information, so I'm going to start from the top, break it down, and probably about weekly I'm going to be making a new video of Vita news that's coming out as you're going. So if you have a Vita, or you're planning on getting one, you should start subscribing now.
Okay, first we're going through all the specs of the Vita to decide whether or not you want to really get a Vita or not. For those of you that haven't, as of making this video, I do not currently have a Vita, but I've paid it in full. I know this is a little untraditional, but I've already bought Uncharted for it, my memory card, and my case for it. And I need to go through everything on the specs, see if you're getting what you paid for, if it's good or not, and about those memory cards. Anyways, okay, let's tackle CPU. For the CPU, it's covering a ARM Cortex A9 quad-core processor, which is ridiculously fast, and quad-core is 4, yeah, duh, but the Apple iPad 2, for those of you who don't know, is running a very similar processor, but it's running dual-core, so, yeah, this is probably one of the faster devices out there. Well, actually, it is the fastest device out there, and it's running a lot of power. And GPU, have no idea what that says, so don't expect me to read all this. Touchscreen is 5 inches, so is capable of running 16 million colors, OLED style, and it's multi-touchscreen. For those of you who don't know, this not only has dual analog sticks, it has 2 touchscreens and 6-axis control plus 2 cameras. They just put every control scheme possible. I guess they got fed up with people complaining about not enough controls for traditional games like Monster Hunter. So they also have a built-in microphone and speakers and GPS and Wi-Fi, all the normal stuff that handhelds do have. And of course, these are the specs just for the 3G model, which is pretty much identical to the Wi-Fi only, which is the one I will be getting, but the 3G one, of course, gets 3G from AT&T, which would be your provider. It's $50 more, but to me it kind of seems worthless, just considering the fact that I can just tether my phone and get the same thing. So, this is the Vita, and here are all the Vita boxes that you can get, or the consoles you can get, and each of them have a different price range. With the 3G launch bundle, it's $300, but you get some extra stuff. I think a game, 8 GB memory stick. Yeah, it says it right there. The normal Wi-Fi one, which is the one I'll be getting, is $50 less, and it just comes with the regular stuff. And the 3G comes with just normal stuff. But if I were you, if you're gonna get the 3G, get the launch bundle because it's the same price, and you get some extra stuff. But besides that, now, you do see the $250 price tag for the Wi-Fi only, but this is not the case. Yes, the system's $250, but you gotta talk about those memory cards. Well, the $250 price tag seems nice. I mean, it's not too expensive. It's about the same release as the 3DS was. And that is pretty good considering how much better processing power it has, and all the cool tech specs and touchscreen and dual touchscreen and pretty much everything jumbled up into one. But what really costs money is the memory cards. Now, for American users like me, you're going to get the memory cards a little bit cheaper, about $20 cheaper, and so it's going to end up $20 for a 4 GB memory card, because these memory cards only work with the Vita, and you can't use any other ones. Like, no, you just can't. So, and you need one to play most games. So, if you want a big memory stick, you're going to have to pay almost half as much as you paid for the system. At what I said, $20 for a 4 GB, $30 for an 8 GB, $59 for a 16 GB, which is the one I already got, and 32 GB is $100, which that's kind of ridiculous. But I just think, like, if you just want to get normal games, just get the small one, the $20 one. That's not too bad. And you can save pretty much every game you ever want. You just can't download stuff to your system. Now, if you want to download, you're probably going to need 18, 16, or 32. I picked 16 because it's kind of a good spot where you can get quite a few games and you can still have space to maybe put a movie or two. I don't know, whatever. And so overall, I would say just adding the memory card didn't count. The Vita is going to be a little bit pricey depending on your bank, but I think that the Vita is a great choice. And take it from me, I traded in my 3DS 2 days ago, I think, and I traded Super Mario 3D Land and I think Modern Warfare 2 or something. I forgot what, but I got enough money, like $130, to buy my memory stick, a 50GB PlayStation Network card, and I had enough money in pocket to buy in full my Vita. It's just, I liked the 3DS, and I don't want this to be a comparison video just for comparison's sake, but I did not like its performance and just its control scheme and the second analog that they're adding in, just stuff like that just kind of made it ridiculous, and that's part of the reason why I sold it. And the Vita, it's just, I feel like this is going to be around for a long time. They're not going to have as many updates, and it's just going to be a long-term system, a long-term investment that's just going to last you, because it will not become outdated or outpowered or anytime in the future. Nothing like that's going to happen. So you can count on high-quality games on almost the console levels for a while. Even when the next systems come out, if it's still on par with the Xbox and the PlayStation 3, when the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720 comes out, that'll be pretty good, and it can probably survive the life even of the next consoles. So take that into consideration, and you can always just buy a 4GB and transfer your save data via computer later, or you can also just get a pack like the 3G pack that comes with a 8GB memory card, which is pretty good deals. And the memory card, if you get the cheap ones, they're not too bad, and if you get them in a bundle, it's even better. So overall, I think the Vita is a great thing to get, and other reviewers, IGN gave it an 8.5, which is pretty much all I remember, and I don't really know any other reviews off the top of my head, but I would probably give this thing a 9, between an 8 and a 9. I wouldn't give it a 10 just because, I mean, the battery life is great, but it's not, I mean, it's great for its processing power, but it's not good enough to go on super long trips. I wouldn't expect it to, because it is, like, super powerful. And just proprietary memory cards, just like, I don't even know what that word means, but that's not the point. Proprietary memory cards, I hear it said a lot, so don't judge me. Proprietary memory cards are ridiculously expensive, adding a lot of price to your Vita. But if you're gonna get this for Christmas, birthday, whatever, I would suggest that by the time this Christmas comes around, there'll be a lot of good games for it, even though it has an already really good release, like right now, but with Uncharted and all that. Okay, this is part 1 of my video. Part 2 is going to go into more depth on the release games and just more stuff about it. And then after that, I'm going to start doing actual information news on a weekly basis, and then I'm going to be doing unboxing and review when I get it. So please subscribe, I guess, but you don't have to. You know, I can't force you. And I can't say that random rocks will pelt you if you don't. Oh, quick tip. If you do have a 3DS and you do not want it anymore, if you change it into GameStop, yeah, I know, it's kind of a bad deal just to do that in the first place. You get 25% extra, $25 extra credit. When you trade it into GameStop, you get $25 extra credit, which I'm not a salesman for GameStop. Just saying that I just did that and I got a lot more money than I thought I would. Because they give you $70 normally, with plus the $25 is $95, and that's not bad because I can knock out, I can't believe I'm saying this, I can knock out a memory stick. Yeah, but this is part 1. Thank you for watching this video, and there'll be another one soon. Goodbye. Go buy yourself a Vita or something.